Hello there. So, I've been playing a lot of Project Zomboid recently, more than I'd like to admit. This game can be unforgiving for new players, so I'm going to give you 20 tips to turn you from an average zombie fighting schmuck into an apocalypse warlord. One of the best pieces of advice I can give you as a new player is to not be too overconfident. Otherwise, you'll be seeing everyone's favorite "this is how you died" screen very soon. Take your time to learn the game, move slow if you have to. Once you've found your feet and have managed to survive past day 1, the entire Knox County is your oyster. Unlike most zombie games, guns are a death sentence in the early game. Guns have a huge sound radius that will attract every zombie around you, like groupies at a music concert. The worst being the shotgun, which has a massive radius of over 50 tiles. When you're starting out, stick to melee weapons. I recommend stashing your guns in your chosen base and gathering up a bit of ammo. You'll need it for when you're leveling up your aiming skill.
That's a lot of damage!
Unless you picked a profession like the police officer or veteran, or even customize your traits yourself for proficiency with guns. You'll miss more often than you think in the beginning. Knives and other short blade weapons can stealth kill zombies. Just press C to sneak, walk up behind them, and stick them in the back. It looks a little something like this. When you're starting out, your first instinct when you encounter a group of zombies is to bolt out of there. While this works well for a few situations and gets you where you need to be faster, don't sprint.
No, God! No, God!
Sprinting depletes your stamina incredibly fast and you'll find yourself having to rest often. Remember, you get tired, they don't. You can move faster than the zombies by walking, and you will usually outrun them this way. Project Zomboid is a sandbox game and can be customized however you'd like your game to be played. Picking the builder preset is a great way for new players to get a feel for the game without much danger. If you want a challenge, consider survival or apocalypse for a more true-to-life experience. That said, if you find yourself having trouble with the zombies, you can customize the settings to make them easier. Don't be like me when it's your first time and pick West Point. This area is notorious for being the most difficult spawn location for a beginner, giving even seasoned players a hard time. I learned that the tough way. Instead, go for either Riverside or Rosewood. Rosewood is the best in my opinion, with a relatively low zombie rate, great points of interest to loot, and some of the best base locations to settle down in. If you have your eye on a set of wheels, the keys are usually not too far away. You can find them in the glove compartment, inside the house the car is parked in front of, or even on a nearby zombie. In a pinch, you can hotwire cars with the burglar trait, if you picked it, or by leveling your electrical and mechanics skill. I wish I knew this when I started. Go into your settings and set the aim outline to all weapons. A green outline will appear on zombies when you are in melee range. This makes it easier to land your melee attacks so you don't miss your swings and end up being swarmed. It's a small change that makes a big difference. Settle in for a cozy reading session in front of the TV. If you're tuned into Life and Living, you'll get a boost to some of your essential skills you need for surviving the apocalypse. Remember, the show only airs for just over a week, so use it while you can.
Oh no, this can't be.
This helps you get a huge boost to your skills while reading your skill books. Sound carries further than you think. Everything from smashing glass, guns, cars, and dismantling things could attract your favorite friends. Take some time to scout the area before doing something that could make your looting more difficult than it needs to be. Oh, and mind the glass. I know. You want to tear down the highway at full throttle with your head hanging out the window like a happy panting doggo. But slow down there, cowboy. Just like in real life, you don't want to risk your sweet set of wheels ramming into the wall and being unusable. In town, driving slow will make it easier to avoid hitting things. You have my blessing for the highways. Pro tip, don't take Sunday Driver as a negative perk. It sucks. Big time. There is a difference between an infected wound and a bite infection. You can heal cuts and wounds by using bandages and allowing them to heal over time. Infected wounds can be treated with some antiseptic wipes or alcohol. You can sterilize bandages by placing them in a pot of boiling water on the stove. If you're starting out, you may not have these. So go and tear up some clothes to make rags to bandage your wounds. These will get dirty over time, so you'll have to replace them. If you are bitten, that's incurable. It's only a matter of time before you join your undead friends. There is no way to see if you are infected other than some signs. First with pain moodle, queasy moodle, your health slowly depletes and eventually, death. There are a bunch of traits for you to start your character with and can be overwhelming at first. The more positive traits you take, the more you need to balance them out with negative traits. If you're choosing the unemployed profession, I'd recommend these to get you started. The short-sighted perk can be easily fixed by wearing glasses, so it's free points for us. These traits are my opinion on some of the best ones to get you started, but as always, you do you. The Project Zomboid map is a must-have for navigating your way around Knox County. Just head on over to Google, type in the Project Zomboid Map, and never close that tab again. It's helpful to use to plan where you need to go for your next looting session, or to help you find supplies and your nearest points of interest. You're going to read a lot. It is the 70s after all. Skill books give you XP boosts towards the skills you need, and you can find some in houses when you're starting out. The school is one of the best places to find skill books. Head on over to the library in the schools, and you'll find huge amounts of skill books to help fast track your progress. If you started in Rosewood, you can head over to the bookstore for some as well. Remember, you are the zombie's favorite snack.
Well, duh.
Unless you have enough firepower to mow down a horde, you're going to be stealthily moving around and taking out small groups at a time. If you like a more stealthy approach, here are a few perks to help, like Inconspicuous, Gymnast, and Dexterous, for them fast fingers. You can crouch behind walls and fences to hide yourself from zombies. The better your stealth skills, the more you can stay unnoticed and safer. I cannot stress how important bags are. They add a nice weight reduction to items placed in it and help you carry much more. The sooner you find a bag, the easier your life will be. Some bags can be put on your back while others need to be carried. Be careful which ones you use, as you don't want your two-handed melee weapon in one hand while fighting. You can make killing zombies easier if you lure them through windows or over a fence. They'll trip in a pile, and you can whack them over their head without them nibbling on your ankles. Just make sure to kill them before they get up. Cars can be a little confusing in the beginning. If you find a car you like, you can inspect it to see its condition. Cars help you get places safely, carry more supplies back from your looting sessions, and you can mow down a few zombies with it. Careful though, if you get a bit zesty and try to mow down a horde, you will lose momentum and be swarmed. You can siphon fuel from cars using a bottle. Of course, you can use a gas can when you find one. That's it for some of my tips for those of you getting into this incredible game. Let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree with any of them. If you like the video, consider leaving a like and subscribing. It helps a lot. Good luck out there, survivor.